This isn't my first experience traveling in Canada where problems are vast. It's a suggestion. I've run into barriers in accessible places all over this country because there is no rule, there is no governing body, and there is no fine. Nobody's reprimanded if they don't do it right. So they just continue to do it wrong, putting people in danger. If I fell in the shower this morning because it's not set up properly, whose fault is that? This is my only option. I don't have 200 other rooms to go and decide from. Do it right, and do it for the disabled people that need it. I understand that people without disabilities rent these rooms because they are larger and people like more elbow space. That should be illegal. There should be a king option, a queen option, and any of the hotel options in an accessible room, not limiting what I can get when I get here. And they should be rented out last, not to anybody without a disability. So 3 o'clock in the morning by the time we got into this room, and nobody cared. I drove from Calgary to Saskatoon after carpooling with my brother and his girlfriend and my man, Jesse, to my sister's baby shower in Saskatoon. It's supposed to be a great weekend with family. We got here in the middle of the night. We arrive at the Sheraton Hotel, downtown Saskatoon, and assuming that an accessible room would be at least compliant by ADA standards, and we got to our room, a king accessible room with a confirmation code for it. We got in the door of the room itself, and the bathroom door swung in towards a tub, and I could not get my wheelchair beyond, coming in nose to nose to the toilet. And the door blocks the tub. There is nothing about that is accessible. So now I'm in a not accessible room at 2 o'clock in the morning, hoping that there is an accessible room anywhere in the hotel. So we get to the second room. Oh, they're for the same light fixture. So we do have an accessible eye hole. However, the couch is kind of in the way for anybody in a wheelchair to get up here to actually, without a reach, open the door, get around. So that's not the best. Come over here. And if you actually wanted to access the lamp in the corner for any reading, you have to be quite ably disabled and have brakes possibly. And very good finger dexterity for a tiny button. The bathroom. Super friendly handle. Why does the door swing into the room like this? Where the couch is in the way. The table is in the way. To the bathroom. It's nice and wheelchair friendly. Until you turn on the hot water and hit your knees on a scalding hot tap. You can't see your head in the mirror. You can kind of see the camera, that's okay. It's high, which is okay. These are good, these make sense. Water for coffee, I'll spill that in my lap on the way. But then we'll come in here. Toilet is nice. Grab bar. It's a great idea when you don't have a wall beside you to hang on to. No complaints. This is where the complaints happen. What is this? I understand. Oh, I'm pointing down here.
Oh, sorry.
I'm like, what is this? To get into the shower, there is a little lip because all they did was take out a regular tub and put in a base, which they need to contain the water in. I get that. That's fine. However, this thing moves with wheelchairs. Check it out. It's not, oh, there we go. You move this around enough. There. Oh, lovely. That's nice. Not attached to the floor. Not safe. Now here. Well, this is kind of alright, I guess. We got her. So that can go there. I'll read it later. Oh, now I'm stuck in the hole, but we'll figure that out as we get there. And then you gotta get onto a tub bench. My butt is paralyzed. I need padding. Also, this is supposed to sit where your back can sit against the wall, not against a bar. So now I am another 3 inches in front on this seat, which makes this about this big for my butt, which means my feet are gonna hang out here. Just try this off. Give everybody a full show. It's extra slippery without shoes on too. All right. So now we're here. I'm spazzing because the seat's hard. My feet, in order to stay on the seat, need to be in front of me. The wheelchair needs to get pushed out of the shower because that's where the curtain goes. Just put that there. And then when the curtain closes, my feet stay there if they want to. I have to hang on to the grab rail in order to not fall out of the tub, which is great until you soap yourself up and start showering because there's no grip on this. It's super slippery. And so is this one, and so is that one, which it's where you hang the towels. Here while you're showering. This is where they keep the soap and conditioner. So I've got a 6-foot arm span and fully capable fingers. So where do you put the soap that you use after your shower? Beside the hairdryer. And then while you're showering, balancing, this is where your elbow hits because you're nice and close to the hot water that with paralysis sometimes you can't feel. I almost scalded myself this morning, but avoided it because I can feel with my hands. There we go. Because everybody can do that. Oh yeah. Make sure you have strong fingers so you can do anything that's required. Oh yeah, oh okay, there, no, wrong way. Spin that this way, maybe, back in there, sure, up, oh god, that's gonna fall. Nope, won't work. You go down there. I've already done this once this morning. It was entertaining. I only swore like 6 times. Getting out when you're slippery and soaking out of a tub like this, after everything's moved around on the ground, is super dangerous. Because your wheelchair doesn't sit properly. In an accessible anything, the threshold is a maximum of 1/4 inches, not an inch and a lip and loose things and slippery tiles and a slippery floor. That goes up. I come out. Now I have to get over this shit. And then here, there's no towel racks. No towel racks. Where do you hang your stuff? Where do you hang your stuff when you're asked to make a green choice? You'll receive, what, $5 to spend or 500 points if you hang this card outside the door and nobody has to come in and do your linens. Well, when you put your linens on the floor, because that's the only place for them, you're counted out. Opt out. No option. Oh. Unless you're Jesse's height. No option for towels. One option for towels if you're 6 feet tall. And here is the only accessible room in the Sheraton. The only option is a queen size bed. So, myself with 3 or 4 pillows sleeping sideways in a hotel that you pay $200+ a night for, like to sleep in a king size bed with my 6'2" tall boyfriend. Wouldn't that be cool? Queen size beds. I have one at home. I don't have to pay $200 a night for that. There is no option of king if you want an accessible room. But it's only accessible on one side of the bed. There's no wheelchair that can fit in here.
While you're there, the thermostat.
Hopefully 22 degrees at night works for everybody, because the thermostat is at a really nice height where you can't actually see the screen, especially at 2 o'clock in the morning, without doing this. 22.3. There you go.
So what's the importance of having a bigger bed? Anything like
For individuals that have higher needs and require assistive devices to sleep, a queen size bed with 2 individuals in it is very small. This room, they give you the option of a hide-a-bed. You don't even have to sleep together. One person can be here and one person can be there. Isn't that a nice way to spend your holiday together? My issues with spasms will lead me off the bed sometimes at night. I know quadriplegic friends of mine that, you really do require room to move your arms around without hitting anybody. Myself at home, I am shopping for a king size bed because I'm 5'8" and 3 pillows and 6'2". It gets a little cramped and uncomfortable, and now 2 people are losing sleep, not just one. The desk is decent. The chair is not accessible. Wheels for somebody transferring off of wheels don't work well. You just kind of try and push it out of the way because it doesn't roll awesome. Any taller than me, you won't fit. Scooch right under there. Good enough. Decent. Again, real pointless. You can get up in there. If you do tricep dips, you can do it. See your face. In order to make a place fully accessible, pay attention to all the details. This you can open without hand function. This, sure. Where it's nicely placed in the way of the safe. The hangers are not mounted at an accessible level.